in there of different faces. Do you understand? Sometimes because of say the media gadget kind of they're expensive. Do you understand? So most times not be everybody fit provide this robust gadget. Yes, and from our own end, we they give you simple tips where we say you feel used to this and achieve a perfect live streaming and also live streaming just at the same time low budget. Do you understand? So right here today, I get Daniel, and also right here today I have Mubarak and I also have Idris. Now them going to enlighten us on waiting we need to set up a low budget live streaming settings. Do you understand? So I will start with Idris. Yeah. Why I won't start with Idris because based on say yesterday, which is Sunday, we had an event that we went to. Idris plays the major role regarding that particular event. You get, so I want to ask him, Ingo, can they tell us waiting being experience? Waiting they had the event they go then before Ingo can choke map because since that same event we also live stream the program. So Idris, I pass on to you.
Okay.
So tell us what's in the event. How was yesterday's event?
Okay, yesterday's event was great, but it was during the setup now that it was very strenuous because
Okay.
we set the lights a day before the program.
Okay.
Like the night. So we went home late and we're like, okay, everything is perfect. So they did one of our red light that was like not coming up. So we now like, okay, when we come in the morning, we'll quickly rectify that one. So we'll be able to stand our trust. So now when we reach there again, we now have to like test the light. Cause when I came there, I saw you guys better. So when we test the lights, I said that all the lights was not on back again. I was like, God. So now to start from beginning again, start reconnecting all the lights from beginning again. When we now stand the trust again, the red is not now facing down. The lights are not facing down. They're not facing the congregation. They're only facing up. You now have to stack speaker again for us to go, and I had to go up again and like start readjusting the light, all the whole light. Like all man was just like paining me. I was like stressed out. So but when they did not quickly start the event started late. So when they eventually started the event, so just go. So on the way again, and I found out that most of our direct lights, the socket that we were using for our direct light was like their lights there was very low. So it was not, it was making our socket very hot, making it very hot. I'm like, what are we going to do? Because we don't want it, because one socket already burnt. That socket was it was not powerful. One socket already burnt. When I tried to use another socket again, that one was still nice. That one was not that powerful. So it was not carrying it very well. So we just need to off the light for some time first before we now start on the light back again. So start shooting. So when I started shooting, the light was now coming back again. But yesterday's experience was like, so it just need patience. So that patience that made everything work out well.
Okay, so one of the things we also talked about is you also actually place emphasis on lights. You get, so Daniel, throw more light for us regarding lights relating to live streaming.
Okay, so
obviously, in other words, yes, and lights are one of the things so you could first consider when it comes to live streaming, right? Yeah. So throw light on for us regarding the this and lights.
Okay, so light is one of the most major thing that we need, because without the light, you will not get what you need in terms of video quality.
Yeah.
And there's this thing that there's this type of field we always actually pursuing in terms of when we are live streaming.
In terms of cinematic view.
Exactly, this cinematic view, whereby the stage is well lit. You can able to now control your light from your camera. Now, even if the light is exposed, as far as there's enough light in that on the stage, you will not give you this comfort in terms of controlling this thing from the lightning from the camera.
Okay.
Understand? So you're able to play with the color texture and all those stuff.
Okay.
So that's why I say light plays a big major role. Not just any other, but a big major role.
Big major
exactly
role.
In live streaming.
Okay. So Mubarak, big question to you. So is there, from your own experience, is there any specific light we say they needed in terms of this and in terms of lights? When Daniel talk about light, is there any specific kind of light that is being needed?
Yes. I observed that yesterday and I noticed it yesterday.
Okay, so what we hear from you?
Most of our events, we only focus on white light. But yesterday we changed some settings by using the red lights.
Okay.
The red light has this cinematic look. I don't observe it was when I was doing reaction. I'm now seeing some kind of things. This is what we need. Those for because I'm taking reaction parts. Those congregation. So the way their reaction during worship, their reaction during praising, their reaction during this thing prayer, there is this look that it make it read that yes, this is not, but is perfect from the ones we have been doing before. So I recommend that Red Light too.
Okay. Mubarak, I want our producer now just tell us to say your mic stand they kind of obstruct your view. You get, except you don't want to make your face show. Producer, hi B. Is it okay? Okay. Yes. In terms of perfection, with me I go talk for that regard be said. Because everything boils down to waiting you want to achieve.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So when you talk say white light user, everywhere get its own role. Everywhere, depending on the environment and depending on waiting they do. Do you understand?
Kind of events.
Yes, the kind of events majorly. Do you understand? It also matters. Do you understand? It also matters. So you get some event where we say, what do you need? You don't need that color light. What do you need?
Only
now? White light.
Talking about conference or meeting.
Do you understand? So now probably just the nature of the kind of concerts or the kind of probably say now because of the music concert. Do you understand? That's why that's why it be like the way it be. Do you understand? But the white light also get its own role way in the play. Do you understand? But Idris, so what do you think about the light setup? Do you understand? Because of people will say be low budget, we say they don't really get much in terms of setting up this particular thing. Because what would they tell you talk now? They be like to say maybe the guys go buy plenty light puts. Do you understand? So if not, which kind of so recommends light setup for different category?
Okay. I would say for different category of live streaming, right?
Different category of live streaming. Yeah,
Okay.
it's like be live streaming or
I would say for a normal conference, just need only a white light. I just recommend only 100 watts. 100 watt AKT lights.
okay.
Like 4 should be okay for a normal conference. If you place it in a very good, if you place it in a strategic way,
Okay.
4 is fine. Because no matter what, a room always has 4 corners.
Yeah.
So you place an 100 watts of AKT in those 4 corners. No matter what, everywhere will be brightened up. Because it's a conference, we don't need anything. Because we need something corporate. So we want everywhere to be just only white.
Okay.
Because it's a color that we want to achieve. Okay, we're talking about concerts now. Okay, on the norms, Rolling End is very expensive.
Okay.
Rolling End is expensive.
Okay.
But you can go for a red head. We have different kind of red head. We have the low budget red head, the one that we control. That was something like 15k, yeah. The last time I priced this was 15k. But that one is not that intense. Like the red head we're talking about. We have 2 different types. We have the halogen one and we have the normal LED that you can change the colors. So I recommend the LED one that you should use the LED. The LED red head. That one that is LED light. That one does not, but that one is not that expensive and it's not that intense like the normal halogen red head. So that one is fine. And I recommend LED lights. LED light too is okay. We're talking about concert now. Red carpets. If you are doing red carpet now, because most concerts they always want to do red carpets. So if you want to do your red carpet now, and you're not okay, we have our AKTs inside. And okay, our red carpet you can just hold your LED lights. That one is very fine. It will brighten up everywhere, and everywhere will be good for you.
Oh, okay. So then I know say you get what you want to talk regarding this particular light set or way you just talk. I know say you get because yeah. So then I'm okay hear from you.
I don't really have much to say, but because he has said mostly about the budgeting and the stuff. What I just want to talk about is in terms of the LED lights Reddit is talking about.
Yeah.
The LED light Reddit also is the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't have there's not something called intensity or
No,
anything.
they're different.
They are the same thing. I've seen.
Mobile can witness it now. When we went to Arena, we went to go and buy lens. We went to go and buy lens. The prime that day.
Yeah,
When we went to Arena, that man was switched. There was a filter. We have green, blue, purple, and red.
They are the same.
No, they are different.
They are different.
When the man
They are
put it on
different.
now,
The quality are different.
the man
You
put
cannot
it on.
use the one of
We felt it
15k
was
to
it was not hot. It
and
was just
compare the one
normal.
of like 35k. There will be difference.
This one is an halogen. That one is LED. LED is something that does not have or does not drain too much of light and does not cause heat.
About no lights, they cause it.
No, not like that. Not like this. You have a normal bulb, that normal LED bulb that does not cause that heat. But halogen rated lights, no. Now, when you stand beside the girl, you'll be feeling the heat. Yesterday that we closed it and on the lights, it was burning the iron that was there. It was burning the plastic. It was burning it. So it is different. If you cover the LED light and leave it, nothing will happen. It will still be there. And it's not that it's not on. It is on, but nothing will happen. But LED, everywhere you'll just be smelling like what smoke. You'll be seeing smoke. So they are different.
Okay, you get what I want to talk when you talk. Do you understand? And just for that, we feel clear the hair you get, and also so that people don't will come misinterpret what they talk about. Yes, you'd made mention of something of red head and white lights. You understand? When it comes to probably podcasts like this, do you understand? Because sometimes you get some podcasts where we say we don't want white lights. Now that good feel.
Yeah.
Because you know that sometimes it could give you this cinematic look. Do you understand? So it could actually also be the case.
Yeah, it depends on what the person wants to achieve, yeah.
Okay.
It depends on what the you were talking about, and depending on the kind of topic the person takes on his podcast.
Okay.
If we're talking about podcast about musicians now,
Okay.
you cannot be talking about musicians and you'll be lighting up everywhere. No. Music is about something cool. You want something calm. Something cool, like we'll be having neon lights, like red neon lights, green, blue. So you don't need something like white. We need to have something blue, green, or red.
Okay.
That will be there, that will be popping on your face. That okay, this guy is really talking. And we used to have something like a studio film in your back. So there are different ways and different lighting for different kind of.
Okay, you made mention of something of he made mention of something that has to do with 4 light setup. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So when you talk about time, yes, and a lot of things just go on from my mind. Do you understand? I was just like, yes, and that's where I said I was actually expecting that it also coming. Yes. You get. So then, what do you think about the 4 light setup we talk about?
So that you set up
4
like 4 lights.
Yeah.
Is there any need
for 4 lights?
for 4 light setup?
No.
Is there any need?
No. The reason why I said no is because if you look at this for in terms of podcasts for 4 lights, you don't really need 4 light setup. 2 lights is even enough, safe. Just 2 lights. Because the one we normally use for most of our podcasts, we use those 2 light setup, and probably maybe if you're adding any other lights, to be the normal the backlight that we're using, the
neon
lights we are using at the back. So a 2 light setup is enough. If you are using 4, maybe that means you have many money in your hand and you want to like what you call the name? You want to experiment and see how it will look like. But if you are doing 4 light setup, it can be more of maybe your orange light and 2 white lights, probably 2 white lights. You use your orange light as your key light, then 2 white lights as your side lights. Then you now have this neon light as your back light. That's 4 light setup. But if you do anything more than that, it's like they are doing
extra too much.
Exactly.
But I also feel everything also boils down to the size of the room where they use. Do you understand?
Okay.
Everything boils down to the size of the room where they use. Just and also the number of people where go there for that particular interview or that particular podcast. You know, feel so.
See, in terms of the light setup.
Yes, the numbers of the lights.
Look, these are it is.
Okay.
Like there are different type of lights. We have different type of lights.
Okay, no, we know they talk about the differences of different kind of light now.
Okay.
We talk about lights now light, whether white light or color light. Yes, sir.
Okay.
So but also they just talk about say the numbers of light. You understand? Me and they talk say I feel say now because of also everything boils down to the size of the room.
Yes, it depends on the size.
And the numbers of the people will be say you won't get for that particular
stage,
podcast.
Exactly. And okay, so I think that is true because if you look at it, if you are in an enclosed environment, the lights will have the opportunity to be bouncing around, so it will not be scattered.
Okay.
So it will be caged.
Okay.
It will be caged into this, so it will now before you know it will illuminate everywhere. But if you are in a wide setting, like a wide space or wide room, you will need more lights because of the lights will be scattered. It will not be caged like when you are in a smaller room. And again, the number of people. Yes, let's say people are when you're having many people in a podcast, we now tend to have different sitting positions.
Okay.
And you will need like more lights in terms of to cover for their faces, so it can be bright and to blend.
Okay, so now we can actually one more clear regarding that aspect. So everything boils down to the size of the room and the numbers of people where you want get for your podcast,
Okay.
so that their face go fit show where they
Exactly.
actually go shine.
Yeah.
So we'll move into the sound also. So when it comes to podcasts, and when it comes to live concerts, you understand. So we could talk about podcast. So looking at the sound setup, so waiting it be like, what you need to consider. Mubarak, we could hear from you.
What do you need to consider about sound?
Yeah,
tell
sound
us sound.
setup for podcast.
First of all, just you should be able to recognize the cable that are working first, because cable can make you cry. You know, and cable can make you cry if the cable is reacting. So you have to, before you go for event or any concert, you have to test. You have to sound check. So not be like when the event start, that's when you now know that you want to be rectified. You go run tire, you go up down.
Okay, we can continue. Idris, I want to continue. You go continue. Once it is talking, you go continue. Yeah. Okay, Idris, what I want to ask you, what be different between when you dey run podcast on cable and when you dey run wirelessly? What be the difference?
What is the difference when you are running on cable and when you are running on wireless?
So when it comes to podcast, what they talk about regarding podcast
Is
or normal live streaming? Yeah, what do you feel?
okay. I would say it depends. It depends on the kind of mic you are using.
Okay.
But what wireless does is wireless give you a free will.
Okay.
It will make you rest assured that okay, yeah, you'll be rest assured if you have a good wireless mic.
Okay, a good
If you have a
wireless
good
mic.
wireless,
Okay.
not all the shabby one, a good one.
Okay,
So
okay.
like a good wireless mic and
Okay.
a good wireless transmitter
Okay.
for your mic.
No, obviously wireless
Transmitter
mic
always
will
come
come
with transmitter.
yeah.
Okay, but when it is good and working well,
Yeah.
okay, it will be rest assured that okay, this thing they work.
Okay.
But if you are running on cable, see, there's no matter what how you're running on cable, cable will always want to tend to react.
But most of the best podcasts for this time, just and most of them they run on cables.
Yeah, because they feel no. It's not why. It's not because they want to run on cable now. So I've seen podcasts that are running on normal mic, normal wireless mic, and this is their sound is come out well.
Yes, but
Okay, if you look at like
Okay.
Alistair Knights, this guy, they are YouTubers. If you look at people like Alistair Knights,
okay.
David Boomba, I've already talked about him before.
Okay.
He does not use wired. He used to use wireless, and his sound
Okay.
is very very good.
Okay.
Or this guy Benny Production. Yeah,
But-
you know Benny Production
But
now.
you know, if see, you know,
I'm talking
see,
about-
you know, to say that they always do other this in audio editing or audio
Maybe,
amplifier,
maybe,
just
but-
to enhance the voice.
But for me, I always want to go for wireless. I will not want to go for wired. I always want to go for wireless because I will be rest assured that okay, just as I assume you want to use either you should use LAN cable to your laptop or you should use wireless. Which one do you prefer?
It's not about the preferences.
No.
It's in terms of performance.
Performance.
Yes, and yeah,
No,
it's in terms
no.
of performance. Then I say something. Then you want to talk something.
I'll go against what you are saying is
Yeah.
we're talking about podcast. We're not talking about YouTube channel. YouTube channel, you are doing YouTube channel. Only you. Wireless mic is okay for you.
No. We have like two
Calm
people that
down,
do. They have
man.
like two people that do YouTube
No, that
together.
depending on the kind of YouTube channel, depending on the kind of YouTube channel. But most YouTube channel depend on the kind of YouTube channel. But I
I've
think-
seen like 3 YouTubers together.
Yes,
I
it
don't
could actually be
use
an
the
open
video together.
conversation also.
But if you look at those one of three consistent, they
Okay.
use more of wired mic.
No.
Yes. I tell you why. This is why it's because of one. Wireless mics, all wireless mics, and they'll come with just two, like wireless mic, they come with just two, what I call mics. Or go and check it. Almost all
No,
wireless mic come
no.
with two mics.
No,
Most of
we
them-
have more.
wait,
We have the one that have more.
Depending on
Depending kind of one you
wetin
go
dey
for.
available for your own location, for your own environment.
Eh,
It's not all wireless mic.
We have the one that have
There
more.
are some areas that works with absolutely sound. When you get there, you see wireless mic of 4. You see 4 and 4 mics wireless. This in wireless mic. You see 3. You see 8. You see, so it just depending now, just the locality where we get here. And you know, say the more the sizes of the mic, the more expensive
The
mic
mic
is
is
going
good.
to be because of budget also. Most times from this part of the world we do now, once when pastor get one, assistant pastor get one, or pastor get one, lead singer get one, then they run the entire people based on
cable.
cables. You get so most times now because of cost.
But what I can say now, why I would say I prefer wired to mic wireless is because of I've tested it. I've tested more of wired before.
Okay.
Although the
So
major
they thought say you detest. I want that thing gone. What's me the difference? Do you
Like,
understand?
What's the difference between the
What's
both of them?
difference? Do you understand?
The-
You get
okay, number one, when you are using the major difference when you are using wireless and wireless, number one, you don't need to worry about battery failure.
battery failure.
That's-
Okay.
that's one of the
Okay.
major because
Okay.
at any point in time, even if you buy a new battery, there are some points whereby maybe the battery mistakenly does detach or one thing breaks inside the wireless this thing
Goes
and
off.
and it goes off. So you
Okay.
will not, but when you are using wired, you will not have that issue. You don't even need to worry about battery. Another thing there is that it's just like what me I was trying to even compare it to look like. It's just like when you are using your Wi-Fi now, you have this big router, and then now you know if the how do I put it in terms of connection, when you do LAN connection, you just find that it's more faster, and you understand. So the same thing goes for wired mic. It's rest assured that the same texture you are hearing from your feedback is the same thing you will get in your what do you call the name in your what do you call it when you are
Mixer.
recording your
Yeah.
mixer.
Oh,
It's
sounds
the
bad.
same thing. But in terms of all this wireless this
Mic.
thing mic, they always have this type of reaction at the end of the day. Is that one like once because I've in our church we have had these issues whereby the how would I put it the how would I put it to the wireless
Transmitter.
no okay when we went for there's this church we went for to
Okay.
go and live stream. So this particular time the sound from the wireless like the wireless mic
The
they were
mic.
using when they were the feedback from the church, it was actually very nice. If you hear the sound the feedback you'll be like wow, what type of sound with this? The sound makes sense. But when we now like streaming all that we're not getting the
Feedback.
for
The
the wire,
feedback.
you understand? We now found out that it was actually reacting at some point.
No. It could be the sound engineer or the mixer. You cannot blame that one on the wireless mic. Wireless mic does not have anything to do with either the texture is bad or not, or when the output is coming out. The output depends on the sound engineer that is giving you out the output now. It depends on the sound or the jack to jack you are using to connect it to your sound card. So that does not depend on
Okay.
the wireless mic.
Okay, waiting I go talk say from waiting I don't listen to just and also just like you say, if it's a very good wireless mic just and a very good wireless mic, you go enjoy them seamlessly. For the fact of saying they run cables. Because one thing about when you run on cables, you go get this breakage inside when you don't roll, you get now one of the challenges they get just and you get. So that's why I actually feel say probably and also some people they talk say I don't get some people talk say when you run on wireless mic and when you run on cable mic, do you understand? There's a kind of depth where you won't get in terms of vocals, do you understand? Sometimes people they talk say they fit achieve that particular when they run on wireless mic. You get so this could also be another factor regarding the disadvantage of that wireless mic, you get. But I also there of the opinion say if you get a good one, do you understand? It could actually work things out. But now in terms of costs,
Yeah.
do you understand? So imagine say you will be say you see they come up, do you understand? You they go they buy gadget one just a mic for 200k or 300k. Do you understand? When you get camera to buy, you never do your lights, you get this a part of this way you also want to put into consideration. So I actually feel say in quotes say the cable mic they kind of little expensive. They kind of less in terms of costs. Do you understand? In terms of cost, in terms of this thing, in terms of production. Because on that website they also they ask now website will they talk or this talk or will they talk also. Because people now will be say they do even music production. Most of them when I see them now stay on cable that they run on.
No. I've seen what I run on wireless.
Wireless.
Yeah.
People they do song. What they do
Wait.
record song.
No, it's
Chicken.
wired.
Even
Okay,
chicken
yeah,
wireless
yeah.
going is
Yeah,
working.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
working
yes,
like,
yes, it's wired, it's wired.
Signal. If there are some position that you have
No.
limited position. If you're on stage with
No.
wireless,
No,
You have
that
limited
you are saying
position.
is there even there. You say
Yes.
you're saying
Yes.
there's a range you can go. No.
You get
It depends on the mic you
because
have.
if the cable
It
no
depends on
really
the mic,
gets relevancy, do you understand? Nobody go want stress himself. People look at Johnny Dre, that song where he do with Don Jazzy. That song where you do Don Jazzy. If you remember the picture, if you get the picture of that
Is
song.
that my friend?
Yes, how are you, my friend?
Exactly.
The did is this is it rude this rude this in mic that is black. That mic
Okay,
that
okay,
mic is
okay,
being sold
okay.
around 200 300k. But
And
it's
I
a
have some
cable
like
mic.
string on the body like this.
The body is black.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Do you
yeah, I
understand?
know
The
it.
body
I
is
know
black
it.
and it's thick. Do you understand? But still, yeah, that mic on its own, not be the cable. The mic on its own is within 200 to 300k. Do you understand? So if that wire no get relevancy, do you understand? Such kind of people no go want stress themselves. Do you understand? So there's the road that's in play when it comes to vocals,
Production.
when it comes to production. Somebody like Don Jazzy to come on mic buy mic of 500,000 or 1 million naira. It no be anything. You get, but there's a role that it actually play. You get when it comes to things like this. So another thing again depends on the kind of this thing where we say just everything boils down to okay, the kind of production where you say you want, you understand. So actually if you say the cable mic, the cable still play yet in all role where you go play compared to where that wireless mic did. Do you understand? Because I actually feel this depth. Do you understand? And also if you also observe, say when we do cable for we where they even do our podcast, when we do our podcast, it is different. It is easy for us to edit the audio compared to when we now use our lapel mic.
Exactly.
Do you understand? I don't know if you understand that.
Yeah, I get it.
Yes, you just say it is very easy. Most
Exactly.
times the editing are just
Few
just
touches.
straight. But now you go come decide to see how you want to work on your depth. Just to achieve get the right depth. But still yet, they be like when you use
Wired.
wired mic. So I feel say that's unsafe. Do you understand? But work with waiting they are available with time. You go grow. You go grow. Now you just really, so I no go come be say you no go come say you don't want to do your podcast again because of say
You don't get wired
you don't
mic.
get wire mic or you don't get wireless mic. You get not just our own basic review. So Mubarak, hope you never forget where we stop. Yeah, so we could continue from where we stop. So you talk about the cable you get. So we're talking about the audio setup. So you talked about the cable. So what else again?
The most important part in cable just you have to test it before you start anything.
Okay.
You to know that is when you'll be frustrated.
Okay.
When you not test something and you just want to start like that, when you'll be like frustrated.
Okay.
What's reacting? What's this? What's that? So if you have tests, you quickly rectify that. This one is good though. This one is not good. So that's just all
The
I have
cable.
to say.
Okay. So I feel say there's more to it.
There's more to it too.
Then we could hear from you.
Say in terms of the
The
sound.
audio
Yeah.
sound settings.
Sound setting, or everything you need for your sound setting.
Okay. For your sound setting in terms of like streaming, I
Okay.
think what you majorly need to work since you are not the sound engineer and
Okay.
you are doing the one that is like those live streaming. So and
Okay.
you and when you are live streaming, you also need to get this thing from the source, the sound from the source.
Okay.
So what you can do is you need a what I call a sound card.
Okay.
So what is the role that a sound card will be playing for you is in terms of filtering the sound.
Okay.
So for a sound to not like when you just like imagine when you are recording with your phone or your camera, you are recording a sound like the with your when you are a video with your camera. If you look at the sound production, it's only somehow blasting sounds somehow sometimes. But now what your sound card does for you, what that sound card does for you, it helps you.
Calms down.
Calms down
Calms down.
the sound,
The
exactly.
noise.
There's the way it does it. So and you'll be able to control, and without help of that sound card, you'll be able to control how the sound goes out for the live stream. If it's too loud, you know that okay, you have to reduce it from your sound card. If it's low, you also increase it also from your sound card. Also, another thing you need during that process is a cable, a very good a good jack to jack in cable. Either a jack to jack or a Canon to this thing. Canon filming and out in and out. Canon, understand? So what this Canon does, all this one helps you. It helps you in terms of picking the sound from your sound engineer. And at times you also need to, and depending on, you also need to get a very long jack to jack or into him, because there are some times whereby when you are like streaming, the sound where you set up for like where they will set the sound might be a bit further away from you where you are trying to your position for live streaming. So you need I'd like to be getting a cable of maybe 30 meters thereabout, because also we normally use 30 meters also. So that one also work, and also the thickness of that cable also matters, because you know that when you are running this wire, they are bound to be faulty, because they tend to break inside. And the only way they only break is when they are either being stepped on. So and in major events like this, when you are running your cable, if you are not opportune to run your cable on the air and you're running it on the ground, people will tend to like step on it. So you need a thicker wire whereby even if no matter how people step on it, it will still be functional.
I'll never say it's thick. You need a flexible one. A one that is flexible. If you say it's thick, it's break.
Okay.
Have those flexible one.
Thick and flexible at the same time. Let's put it like that. So that's also really matters
also.
So what really matters in terms of the sound for live, you don't need much. A sound card and a good in.
You jack to jack.
Okay, Idris, throw more light regarding the sound also.
Okay. You said everything. Or a sound card, a jack to jack. Wait. Are you talking it for a podcast or for a live stream now?
No, we'll talk for live stream, then we'll talk about podcast.
Yeah, I'm talking about the live streaming part.
Okay,
like,
so talk about for podcast.
Okay, for podcast, we have different kind of audio setting. We have the people that just use only sound card only. Record from a sound card. When you plug your mic direct to your sound card.
Okay.
Then, because the sound card has different ports. That's an output and an input.
Okay.
So you can plug your mic direct to the sound card.
Okay.
Then pick sound from it.
Okay.
And we have a one that we can use your mixer too.
Okay.
We have a one you can use your mixer.
Okay.
Then when you plug your because we have mini mixer, we have bigger ones. So any kind of mixer you want to use, that depends on you. Okay, so when you pick we have a jack to jack, a little jack to jack.
Okay.
You plug on your sound card, the back of your sound card, then plug it to the mixer. Then it indicates that this thing, that light. So it have a light indicator, one red light that blinks. So that helps you to test your mic. When you talk on it, it automatically blinks. Okay, the voice to pick out. As that depth is entering the sound card, it will be picking it out. So you need a mixer, a sound card, and a jack to jack. You need maybe a small jack to jack, anyone that it depends on you. Then you need a laptop too. But you need a laptop to record your audio too. So you can use any audio recording app. That depends on you.
So give suggestion.
I'll just give them Audacity now.
Okay.
Audacity, because we mostly use Audacity, so we use Audacity to record our audio. So you just need a laptop, a sound card, a mixer. But if you don't have the money to buy a mixer, just use your sound card only. Your sound card has a jack to jack port. It depends on the kind of sound card you are using. We have a 2 port, we have 6, we have 8. So it depends on how your pocket is big, how big your pocket is. You understand?
Okay.
So we have different kind of brand of sound card too. So that depends on you. We have the one of 500k, 1 million. So that depends on you. Okay, that's all I have to say on the podcast.
So what I will also say for this particular audio session, be say first of all, you need to also identify for the podcast. Now, what they talk about, or you need to also identify what kind of podcast do you want to do. Do you understand? How many people you want get? How many people you want get for the podcast? How many people could do for the podcast? Do you understand? You get. Then when you identify that particular stuff, also, do you understand? Because of budgets, it is actually because of budget. But if the money day, just for instance, say you won't get 3 people or 4 people, what you go do is say just go buy 4 inputs sound card. Why? So that when you're going to use this software where they use not be Audacity, this one
Audition,
not Audition. What they use to mixing and mastering song.
FL
Studio, something like FL Studio. Do you understand? If individual like this, when they talk for the podcast, you could fit record them separately.
Okay.
Do you understand? If the like as we take them now, what we say with the 4 where they do this podcast, what will before where they do this podcast? Do you understand? What we could just be say all our various voices go they recorded separately. Do you understand? When we get that kind of sound card. Just 4 input sound card you get, so if we actually regulate how loud Mubarak voice go be, how loud Idris voice go be, how we want make Mubarak voice sound in particular, how we want to make it the sound in particular, we feel perfect that voice. Do you understand? But the sound card they expensive. Do you understand? But because of low budget, do you understand? Low budget, what would they talk about? Do you understand? So you even feel get 1 input sound card. So what you go do be say if you can't get mixer, a mini mixer, we say like 6 channel inputs. Just a way say if you use 6 mics at the same time. So what you can do now be say that your 1 input sound card. Do you understand? You can use your jack to jack, plug one to your mini mixer. We get jack to jack and we get this thing this other cable. after jack to jack, then it remind me this other
that's
mount really
Honor.
round. No, this other one that is
Canon.
round. Canon.
Exactly.
Male and female canon, just done. You get male and female canon because some mixers they fit give you two options, either jack to jack or canon to canon to canon to canon. They will give you the option. Why someone they will only give you just one option.
Exactly.
Just so depending on what you get, so now you can determine the kind of cable where you go buy.
Exactly.
So once you plug them left and right, or sometimes left just like maybe just the left is okay, the right is okay. Then you plug onto your sound card. Then you can connect your sound card to your computer. They can use software like Audacity, do you understand? But the Audacity to record. But this time around now, you could kind of one of the challenge for this kind of scenario we say we not go fit edit individual voices.
Yeah.
Just we're not going to fit editing with individual voices. You get which you can always regulate that when you get your feedback earphone on top of your mixer, knowing which one they louder and which one they lower. Do you understand? You get, but now one of the basic challenge with it. But for low budget, that's one they perfect. It dey perfect. You get, but when time don't they grow, time they go, you want to see how you want to take improve and make things get better. Do you understand? You get to you can consider okay. One can consider okay, I'm going to separate everybody voice and I'm going to perfect the whole thing. Like for us now, now only our sound card are two inputs.
Exactly.
Two inputs and we did 4. So we are forced to get a mixer of 6 inputs. You get, so at this point of this particular podcast, you understand? Maybe God will help us. One of our fans will decide to donate. Okay, don't worry, I'm going to give you sound card of 18 inputs. Do you understand? Then the whole complete thing. You get. For me, that's one of our big goals. Do you understand? To say when we say we get podcast, we say everybody, every single person, do you understand? With us could be part of the podcast and also share their own view regarding what we did too. Do you understand? That's one of the big goals. Do you understand? We will get to that point, you get. But just because of low budget, do you understand? Just now what you go do, you get. But those of now we say when I no can get money to buy mixer, do you understand? If you want at least when we say you know get money to buy mixer, do you understand? They are also low budget sound card with it for markets, do you understand? Because one thing about sound, is not maybe you cannot pick sound from the mixer, do you understand? But at the end of the day, you have issues with blasting. Do you understand? So, but what thing that sound card did here to do is to actually help you regulate the blasting. What thing I mean by blasting? So when you talk, we say the person go they sound like noise. They sound like noise. You get, so what thing the sound card go do is will help you regulate that thing, just to reduce, to make it no sound like noise. Do you understand? But for those of now, we be saying, when I no get money for buy this in mixer also. Do you understand? So you could also do sound card. 2 input. There are other low budgets sound card where they for market. We say they are around, let's say 40, 50, 60k. Do you understand? Low budget. If not 2 input you fit afford at that particular time. Do you understand? And you can get a low budget wireless mic. We be saying at 2 PS. Do you understand? What you could just be say you could just go buy if you just buy two of it, that's 4 sets. Then you plug one for the one input, plug one for the other input. If not 2 input too, plug one here, then you have your 2 mic working, do you understand? To start up something, do you understand? But if you don't get that kind of money, do you understand? You buy 1 input, then you buy 1 wireless mic where you go fit connect the both of them. Hope when they enjoy this particular podcast, don't forget to like, share, and comment. Yeah, when they see the information where they discard, do you understand? It's no easy. You get one of waiting. I go just encourage us now. Because just like, share, and comment. Yeah, hopefully it makes sense. Okay, so we'll move to the next thing. So we don't talk about lights, we don't talk about audio. So we'll talk about system type. Do you understand? System type. So we'll talk about the system type. So Idris, we could get you for system type.
Okay, so in terms of live streaming, we have different kind of system you can use. But I would say I don't want to see anything like dual core. I don't want to see it. Okay, so now, live streaming now. What live streaming is mostly on is sound. This thing, graphics card. I've talked about that graphics card.
Yeah, we have a video that we discuss about the graphics card. Please, you can go and watch that video.
Previous podcast. Okay, so now we place more emphasis on the graphics card now. Okay, so now for you to have a good live streaming that is not lagging, again, that is not lagging, I will recommend you to use like let me say a 16 gig is perfect for a one that you don't want it to be lagging. But for a low budget live streaming laptop, you need something like 4 gig dedicated graphics card for you to use. 4 gig dedicated graphics card for you to use is fine. But if you're talking about, okay, I have the money, I can get it, I will tell you to go even go for like 32 gig graphics card dedicated. So like you don't even want, you want perfection. So live streaming deals with perfection. You want to see as the pastor is shaking, as the musician is shaking his hand, is following. That's what they want in live streaming. Live streaming, you need everything to be going smoothly, no latency, no lagging. That's what live streaming needs. So you need a laptop that have a very high graphics card, a very high RAM, a RAM of like, let's say 32 gig, a space, an hard drive space, which is an SSD, not an HHD. An SSD of, let's say, 2 terabytes is fine for a live streaming laptop, so there will be enough space for you to move.
But this is your recommendation, not for person who no get money.
Yeah,
Cause
okay, but cause to get perfection, you need a laptop, not a laptop that you use and watch film. Not this laptop, all this small there that you just put use and watch film, plug it on our TV. No, you need a laptop that have a very high graph. But if you're talking about low budget, a 2 gig, a 4 gig dedicated graphics card is fine. And another of like 500 gig is 500 gig, and a RAM of like 16 gig is fine for you. It will go without latency, without lagging. But what the problem you'll be having is, if you don't know how to manage the software well, you'll be having problem with camera interceding, or how would I put that in English? Like this camera now won't want to show because I've already plugged this particular camera there. If the graphic card is very low, or the generation of the laptop is very low, because it won't be able to, it won't have that part of that power to push it. It won't have that particular power to push it. Now, and what you now be having now is you'll be having lagging or latency. So you need a laptop of like, let me just say, you need 8 gig. 8 gig. Because if you're live streaming, if your live streaming is lagging, there's no evidence. Like Gabona, no evidence. You can explain. Clients come and meet you, waiting up, you now be on pressure. Everything just scatter. So you need a laptop that have a very high graphics card for you to be able to live stream well. So you won't explain tire. You understand? So what I have to say.
Okay, we wasn't you explain, so no be saying no be best way never chop belle for no fits to
go run away.
You go run away. You go run away. Just we try to see how we want to make systems they very very cheap. Do you understand? Like for us now, what would they use for what? For every podcast so you see online, all the podcasts we they see online, what would they use for each podcast we they see? With that 30-minute podcast, it's over ₦1 million. Yes, it's over ₦1 million you get, but not be everybody get that money to do ₦1 million. Just not be say we just started to use 1 million. Our gadget just boils down to ₦1 million. You understand? We started from somewhere, just until we get to this particular point, and this particular point not be where it all ends. Do you understand? That'll be all it what ends. Do you understand? One of the things we would also work on is our space. You getting the bigger space. Just like I said, we want a situation whereby everybody could be involved for this particular podcast and everybody could share their own view about things. Do you understand? But one of our constraints na space. You get. But we started for somewhere. We keep getting better each day. Do you understand? But we also consider say you get some people be say the face we don't come out from now where they want just start from. Just and where they just want to start from. You get, so we just see how we fit support them. That's why they give them this information for free. So Danny, make a push to you. Danny, waiting it just talk not be for people when we get money.
But
not even when we get money. So Danny, let's talk. Let's talk.
So if you are live streaming,
no, wait. Why I say that is because, see, if you're live streaming, you want to avoid embarrassment.
Yes,
cause
the pressure
will be too much. That's one of the things that you want to avoid.
Yes, the frustration.
Cause you say you're not doing again. After that, if somebody just talk, you'll be like, I not do again. You get tired. You want to give up.
They tell the other days they say there's a day I just sleep, wake up to stand up, I just tired.
You want to give up.
They happen. waiting they happen. Do you
You
understand?
want to give up.
Because
As
the
I
frustration was just too much. Do you
as I was
understand?
saying, they should that so 8 gig.
Yeah.
If they have 8 gig dedicated, not like
Yeah.
for your might just be at peace that okay we get dedicated. Or more just
Yeah.
the live stream they go.
Yeah,
You understand?
It is frustrating. You get so one of what you want just to be saying that you just get the best kits for live streaming. You get when you get you're gonna actually make work they very very seamless for you. I understand what it is they talk you get, but from our own experience, we feel recommend something. Or if it's in the, do you understand? You get 8 gig dedicated. Okay, Daniel, you only have 4 gig dedicated. I be 8 gig dedicated is over.
It's 2 million,
Is over
1.5.
You get not be everybody go afford that money to get a system of such amount of money. You get nobody go fit. Some people I cannot talk. Wait till they talk. Some people 1 million naira now like 100,000 for their hand. You get wait till they
50K.
talk. Wait till they talk. Some people that 1 million naira like 50K for their house. Wait till they talk. You get. But we understand. Say we get some people that will be say that 1 million naira. You get. But we could look for something where they say they load. So then we could get you. We could have you.
Okay. I won't say you there are sometimes if you are using if you want to live stream and you are looking for the type of system you should use and you are considering costs. If you have a system that maybe a latest system for maybe from 10th gen,
Yeah.
like a Core i3, Core i5
Yeah.
at most, a
Yeah.
10th gen Core i3, Core i5, it doesn't it doesn't have a graphics card at all. Or maybe it has as well as maybe 500 MB graphics card.
Okay.
You can actually manage that for
Yeah,
your live
for
stream. It will
stand,
go
yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Because the way it is now, because those type of system now, they are making it in such a way that it will even go along with it will be able to do what a system with graphics card will do, if not all what it will do. It will do a bit of what it's doing, and it will not be lagging.
No, it
So
will lag.
it's not lag.
It will lag.
It will not lag.
It will lag.
Tested and trusted. It will not
By
lag.
system and live stream, it is 10th gen. It is 10th gen. It used to lag.
It's the one that we have used, which is a HP.
That one can even be as a result of space. I beg.
Space.
I beg.
Memory
card space. Hey, they want yourself.
Okay, so and as soon as it sounds, when you are live streaming, when you are considering getting a laptop for live streaming, the space also matters because of the more this because live streaming it has to do with more called it has this Mr. Ike will always say rendering. Just like when you are trying to twist somebody's neck, you are trying to twist it to the left.
Program.
Also now at the same time trying to twist it at the right to the same time. At the same time, we know that
This is
different
processing. That
exactly.
process is going
That's
through.
how it is when you are when in terms of live streaming, because you are the internet is there. You are connecting multiple cameras, sometimes CPUs, and sometimes you'll be running on your CPU at times. So the way it is now is that if you can, if you watch our last podcast when we were talking about graphics card, you see we were talking about Intel graphics card. So if but I don't want to dive into that. But now the latest type of system processors they are doing can take what a normal system with graphics card will do, because they are the graphics card the processors now it's how do I put it, it's like they are doing it is more sophisticated.
It can take it.
It can take it. It's rugged. You understand? So what's for that? And this I know this where all this the generation of laptop that has all this latest processor are 10 gen above. That if you anything 10 gen above or more, it should be, and your budget should be, let's say 200, at most 200, 300k.
No.
Because of the dollar exchange rate they increase every day. Depend on the brand no really matter. It would be everything boils down to the exchange rates. Now be the emphasis. Just if it's as of last year, just if you say okay with 200k, if he gets that kind 10 gen, will be say makes sense. You get, but for now, I doubt. But we could proceed.
Okay, let's say if not 200, let's say 250, 300, because I've also made my research on it before, and I saw 250. I was even seeing, so the one of 200, it wasn't really making sense. It was not really making sense, but 200, 250, 300 above here, you can get those such kind of system for live streaming. So if you are looking at entering into live streaming, and you're looking at the type of system to get, any system that it's 10th gen above,
even though you don't get graphics
even if
card.
you don't get exactly. It's fine for you to work
because this church where we go the other day, I don't want call name. It be like say their previous streaming where they used before now system of 10th gen, just and their streaming is not bad, but it doesn't have graphics card. I don't see the system, you know, get graphics card, and it's 10th gen, and it was actually going fine. It was actually going fine. You get. So also even this the HP what they used before, we God help us. Nah, God help us. I mean, we get a lot of stories where we say we'll go share, do you understand, where we come from, do you understand? But that time they come, no worry. We don't go through a lot. We don't go through a lot. We don't go through a lot. We don't go through a lot.
The HP when they look me like this.
Yeah, don't go through a lot. Just we don't go. Well, we thank God. We thank God for taking us through that process, because if God not been make us go through all that this process, we for not get all these contents, what would they share? Do you understand? We for not get this content, what would they share? God know why it happened the way it happened, to inspire other younger ones, to other younger ones basically. You get so then they talk say from 10 gen upward. But presently the system for presently, well, we have about two systems. We have this in MacBook, and we also have normal this in Windows system. The MacBook what they use there now 1 terabyte and 4 gig dedicated. We also have a backup system of 2 gig dedicated and 2 gig dedicated and also 1 terabyte. We can't get another backup upon backup. Our HP
56 gig M.2.
So we can't get that, so you
Can't get Surface 10th gen.
That one is at the back. Line was at the back.
Even pack up everyone they follow and drag. 60 gig RAM, 60 gig hard drive space.
So now how prepare with day? Now how prepare with day, because it's actually good. You should have backup. You have to prepare for the unexpected. Do you understand? Yeah. So just like some instances, obviously we don't live stream one day where we say the system where they use just go shut down. Boom. Which you want to which you want to at that particular point, you have to just make use of your backup. Do you understand? With time you go understand the reasons or the reason why backup is very important. Do you understand? You could understand with time. When you go into your podcast, you go understand. So we don't talk about system type now. We don't talk about audio. We don't talk about light. Yeah. So we need to talk about network.
On the simple now.
Now I'm empty. Don't live stream.
No.
I know.
Is this part of this area that you're talking about?
That talk.
And in Nigeria, if you know,
Not Nigeria.
I don't suppose that talk.
No.
Okay, yeah.
No, it's not Nigeria. It depends on it. There are some areas that you go. MTN is bad. MTN is it's not even
Son, they
going.
call MTN. If MTN goes,
No, I'm just saying. We are saying now. If your source, we go blow now.
how do you think so? You go wrong, go your village.
Okay. There are some areas where you use a particular network provider.
Okay.
But there are some areas where you use them. It will be very bad. But for me, I would say for you, like you are a person that is live streaming. I would say just have audio network provider in that your particular country or that your particular town. Just have that. Just have all the things that you are using. Just have everything. Have all the router. Normal. Just have everything.
The router.
Have everything.
To go.
Or just have a universal router. Let me just put it. Have a universal router.
Yeah.
Then have all the SIM of that particular country. Cause all these networks, they can be very funny. You can be in a place that this did not work for you before now. When you go to that particular place again at that particular time, it will fuck up. So just need to have everything. Like we now, we have Airtel, we have MTN, we have Etisalat, we have Glo. If Airtel fuck up, you go use MTN. If MTN fuck up, you go use Glo. So it depends. Just have everything. Everything just backup. Just have everything as backup. So you have your, if this one is doing anyhow, just quickly change. Just make sure you have backup. Backup is key. Backup is key.
Yeah.
And always have a backup plan. It's very key.
Yeah. So then we could hear you. What you talk? What you Adibola talk regarding the network provider?
Okay. Apart from having just the network provider, the type of the frequency. Sorry. You know, we have 2G, we have 3G, we have 4G.
Okay.
So now that the apart from network provider, is it the G I will say?
No, the router.
There's a name they used to call it. Not the data plan. Let me say
Data plan.
the is it frequency?
Not frequency.
network strength.
Network, let's say network strength.
Okay.
We have a 2G network strength, we have a 3G network strength, we have the 4G. So it's not just anyhow network strength we use.
Oh.
For a live stream, our advice you get nothing less than 4G Lite, 5G. You understand? Because of experience. There are sometimes whereby there's sometimes whereby you want to like we have tried it that we use 4G. Oh Benny, this thing was lagging. Say. The laptop was okay. The camera did not have any issue, but when we now the network strength of 4G, not 4G like those 4G, ordinary 4G, it was actually poor and it was not giving us what we want. Also when we now later upgraded, I remember one time when we just got this phone that had 4G lights. Last time we now saw that it was shocking all that 4G light, so you understand. So the network strength also matters. So when we got 4G light, it was actually giving us what we want. At some point, that 4G light too fuck us up. So we now went for a higher one again, 5G. You understand? So that 5G now has actually given us the option that okay, because we can now, with that 5G router we have, we are using the MCN 5G router for most of our live streams. Everywhere we are going, we are also using that. Was when they said network provider, I was like if not be MCN, no. Anywhere you go, understand? That slogan it's actually sticks. Upon not that they have few minor issues, but with the way it's going now, it's like MCN don't let me talk about that part. So 5G router, MCN 5G router, and what that 5G, the option it has given to us is that you can actually step down the network strength. You can maybe if you are not live streaming, we can take it to 3G, we can take it to 4G Lite, 5G, understand? So how do I put it? So if you are using, and although that, as we know, that 5G router currently the data consumption is actually on the high side. So if you are with that 5G, you're able to like navigate between the network strength you want to use. They tell you on the data the data consumption. You understand? If you have say that data is plenty, you get like 50 gigs. One waste time, use 5G. You will enjoy the live stream. But it's not, and although that 5G is not actually it's not in all locations.
It's not
currently in Nigeria. It's not in all locations. It's for fewer. It has, if you check, there's a way you check. There's this there's this website in which you can check your
speed test.
It's not speed test. The popular one we use is called speed test. So in that side of speed test, there's a way you use to check your the network strength for that particular the zone you are in.
5G have brought 5 MB per second before now. So
exactly. No, that is because of that area,
that location.
Understand? There's some location that supports 5G. There's some location that support just strictly 4G light below. You understand? And that 4G light, if you use that 4G light in those locations, to be like when you're using 5G. You understand? So apart from your normal SIM, your network strength also matters a lot. It matters a lot.
Okay. So Mubarak, Mubad.
Mubad,
popular person.
These are someone just also came to me and say, when you saw Mubad, that his phone went up. I thought maybe it's Mubad. I wanted to call you. I didn't know Mubad. So what I was just saying this as well that Idris and Daniel they have said it all. But you get say Idris part they always they get comma. Each one is all the same.
It's about the same.
That's why it's good to inspect before you go anywhere. You go to any kind of event, because like Daniel said, we have a software we use to check network strength. So if you check for MTN is low, check for Airtel can pick up. And Glo too has its advantage in some part too. There are some part that Glo is only Glo that will just go in that area. There are some part that is a lot. So Idris' opinion too. His opinion too.
As I need to have on the same now.
But let's not always forget. There are some times whereby you say now, because what we do now is that before we do the live stream, we go a day before. Sometimes even 2 days just to check all the
check it first.
So now there was even a day whereby when we check the internet, or Benny since was running, you understand? Runner 626 was running. So the major day of that event, when we now test this thing, when this network refused to go, you understand? So that we're having point until we now switch. You understand? It's like that. So I won't really say what Idris actually said is actually true. You have to actually
life happens.
Life. You don't want to happen to you like this. You will cry. You don't want to cry. Experience. So having all the networks same in that your particular
Country.
or state is actually needed. So that just to prevent all this fuck up or this thing. As I say, backup is very essential. Anything you are doing,
Backup is important.
is very essential.
Backup is important.
Without backup, there's no live stream.
Just backup is important.
Camera,
Yeah.
get 2 camera, get like 4 camera now.
Yeah. So we don't already exhaust our time. You get something so we guys talk. We say we're not go fit talk anymore. You get when we fit talk because we don't actually use past our time. There's a lot that is attached to it. Yeah. So quickly. No, whenever I talk about camera,
Take it next now, next podcast.
no.
Go
Whenever I talk about
finish
camera.
am.
1 hour like this. 1 hour.
Let's
What's
podcast.
a lot far? 1 hour is too much. It's too much. Yeah. So camera type. We'll talk about camera type. We'll talk about camera type quickly. Not be everybody get money to buy DSLR. So Daniel, you go throw more light for that. Throw more lights. DSLR. So Idris, you go throw more light regarding this thing. If you get camcorder, waiting you need to get attached to RAM.
Okay.
So Daniel, we could tell you people will not get money to get camcorder. What you go suggest me they use?
Okay, I'll suggest you use all these normal DSLR cameras.
Okay.
So something like for us, when we started with a 60D camera, and
Okay.
up to today, it's still making sense.
Okay.
You understand? So that
Okay.
is enough for you to get a DSLR camera, Canon mostly, because in terms of the connection, it's not as hard as I've not tested others. Yeah, I can't say for others, but for me, I'll recommend Canon for
Okay.
this thing.
Okay, yeah. Canon you can also get all those old version of Canon you get because of the money cost type between let's say 250 to 300 or 350. Do you understand? Then when you do that, then you can use something we'll call beta ESO utility.
Cable, yeah.
ESO utility software. Once you install onto your system, you get the cable. The cable they more or less like those
USB.
days
Just PS3 charger.
PS3
pad
PS3
charger.
pad charger. Do you understand? So once you use that kind of cable, you plug onto your camera, then you plug on for your system. It will automatically pick. Then you use software like OBS to live stream. Do you understand? Currently, yeah, now like OBS would they use and the internet would they use for our own podcast and 5G. MTN router, do you understand? So you do that and it will peak. Do you understand? It will peak. What else again? Why would not they use HDMI? Do you understand? HDMI go work, but you know will give you clean HDMI in this aspect of whether if you use HDMI cable, do you understand? You could can't get issue of all those battery bar. We want to show inside your system.
That's for
Do you
the
understand?
Canon.
For the Canon aspects, what would they use? So you use
Yes.
ESO beta utility by Canon. All you have to do, you go to their software, download the software and install it. Once you install it, you go to your capture device, input capture device, just boom, it starts working. Yeah. Now because also we don't get time, we're supposed to shade more light on you get. So one of the things you also need to also do regarding the Canon camera also if you can also get a direct charger. So it's also direct charger because the idea of direct charger because of your battery life, because sometimes the DSLR camera, the old ones, the battery not is strong when you do video with them. Do you understand? So you can't have also. But when you have a direct charger, you plug a direct charger, then you plug it to light. Do you understand? You have it till you end of your podcast. That's what we're using before we actually upgrade. Most of the live streaming what you see we they do far back now waiting with they run on just an direct charger. Yes sir. So for the camcorder, Adibra say something regarding the camcorder.
Okay, so for you to use a camcorder, you need a capture card and a HDMI cord.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we have different kind of way. You can use wired or you use transmitter.
Okay.
You can get a transmitter, a wireless transmitter.
Okay.
But for the low budget guys, I don't really can run on wire. You can run on
yeah.
HDMI cord,
Yeah.
like 50 meters or 30 meters.
Okay.
Okay, so you need HDMI transmitter. If you don't want to use transmitter, you need capture card. Capture card. Without capture card, you can't use it. So you need capture card. You need your laptop. I need OBS. So that's all.
Okay, so thank you, sir. Thank you everyone for our time when I don't spend. Now, we will draw the curtain for this particular podcast. From all of us, we say thank you and God bless. See you next time. Ude.
Tara.